Hey guys, so this is a little series on software engineering and product security. Specifically, I wanted to showcase some of my skills, and then I'm pretty much going to walk you through and things that I've picked up over the years through an interactive project. Alright, so here's an agentically coded construction management app that we'll use as our framework. Pretty much, I wanted to build this just to show you how powerful agentic coding is. Though this is built on Vercel, you can easily feed this to other agentic coding platforms to finish the work. As you can see, the front end works great. So we have all our different projects with overview, schedule, budget, daily logs, RFIs, documents, the team on it, the punch list. So it's really like tight in terms of different projects that are going on. Now we need to be able to build the rest of the platform so that it can be scaled to different users. And that's what I want to showcase next. So before we get into what needs to be done in terms of hardening from a security perspective the vibe-coded app, we need to first do a bit of threat modeling based off of the Stride format that's pretty popular to make this product app more secure. The main thing that Stride stands for, as you want to reference, is spoofing, tampering, repudiation, information disclosure, denial of service, elevation of privilege. So here's the architecture that we're looking at, because first we need to define a few user groups who is using the software, the way by which they can use the app. So at the edge we have that API gateway, and then whatever's in the back end is the microservices that are holding each of the projects, the storage bucket, as well as a relational database. And then you have a different zone where, let's say that you're a contractor, you can also elevate your privilege, and that's a big problem. It goes directly against the principle of least privilege. And then you can also technically exfiltrate some telemetry and audit logs. And these are all concepts within threat modeling. So here are a few code snippets that I would do as a software engineer, specifically focusing on security. Here's an endpoint for retrieving project bids, and it has a current user dependency validating the user's login token, but it's actually an insecure direct object, because when the subcontractor logs in, their assigned project ID is 850, but they can know that project 851 is open because the code doesn't validate data ownership. So a curl command can easily be run to figure out the private bid submitted by competitors. It's a failure of authorization. So the best way is to securely refactor it so that to migrate the database keys to unpredictable strings and then enforce the strict relationship scoping at the data layer before fetching sensitive resources. You can see a shift immediately where by looking at the project table first and then strictly scoping it to the current user company ID, you can't have company A look at company B's bids, and the query will release a 404, and we've stopped the enumeration process immediately. Now, we want to scale this, right? So we have to include some sort of DevSecOps involved. And that's where the YAML file comes in. And here's a little bit of an example. We're going to use a CI/CD pipeline process called semgrep, where writing a custom linting rule will help automatically scan every pull request. So this scans the code change and the developer can get immediate feedback if there's an error. And this fits in within the secure software development lifecycle.